Stavahi Devi Samavadakramo Ayandim Samala Dhyanavasti Niladyate Namanasa Shanti Syantam Adibisra Suravana Tasmi. Verse number 10 onwards, please. Prayana kale manasa chalena bhaktya yukto yoga bhalena chaiva bhruvar madhye pranamavesya samyak Satam param purusham upaiti divyam Yadaksharam veda vido vadanti Vishanti yadyatayo vitaragaha Yadichanto brahmacharyam charanti Tatte padam sangrahena pravakshe Okay. So, in this chapter, as we are seeing, every word was clearly revealed as to what is that word the name stands for. Beginning from Brahma, Atma, Yajna, Karma, Bhuta, as well as last moment of life, how the person departs, with what attitude the person departs from this body. It makes the whole life's complete picture. When these names are created, as I told you, when these names are given, because of the names, because of the names, what it stands for doesn't exist. The name stands for something. What the name stands for already existing before the name is given. Before the body is given, the name body already existing. Before the name is given, bhutas, elements, 5 elements, already elements are existing. This is like an exploration. That's beautiful. This is like an exploration. As even you are going into the cosmos, discovering new galaxies, discovering new stars, and you start going on naming them. The discovery of the new galaxies, new stars, is not creation. Discovering does not mean creating the galaxy. They are already existing, you are creating the names. You are just giving a name. You are not creating that something which is attributed a name at this moment. Average person's immediate perception about himself is body. So everybody knows the language of the physical body they have. Some other thinking people, sense organs. Some more people remain at the thought level. Maximum number of people remain at the thought level. because thoughts are being used every moment. But among these thoughts, there is an I thought. And what is the source of this I thought? Unless the person understands, you'll be confused with every type of roles. Every thought is a role, sansargan is a role, body and its conditions are roles, positions are roles. If you are not aware of yourself, who you are, it's easy to lose yourself in what you have. So when you start thinking, exploring within, you discover that there is not only there is an I thought, but aham pratyaya gochara, meaning of the word I. Because nothing outside can be the source of the I. Because who I am is different from what I have. With that principle, when you start analyzing who you are, if you want to give it a name, Swabhava Adhyatma Uchyate. You want to name it Atma. It's a new word. Now the consciousness there, here, everywhere. Sarvabhutastham Atmanam. Sarvabhutani cha Atmani. You see the Atmanam Sarvabhutastham. Same self in all the beings. Whoever says I, the meaning of the word I is same. Consciousness. And it is here, there, everywhere. If totality, if you want to see, Aksharam, Brahma, Paramam, that which is all over existing, if you want to give it a name, Brahman. That is why you should be very careful. Don't say Brahman is all pervasive. To that all pervasive existence, you want to give it a name, Brahman. That is why don't fight over names. I am Atma. Don't say that. You are not Atma. The I and the Atma, both are words. It means something. Are you getting that point, please? You know, you must be very, very subtle. That's why it's like, your mind must be uhapoha vichakshana, as sharp as a razor's edge. You can't get stuck on a name. I am not the body, I am Atma. But why are you fighting? Are you getting that point? Who you are is not dependent on a name. Simply saying I am not the body is not going to make you free from the body. Saying I am Atma is not going to make you Atma. What is this? That's it. Don't repeat. Brahman is not all-pervasive. That which all-pervasive, that all-pervasiveness, you want to give a name? Clouds don't float. That's something which is floating in the space. You want to give it a name? Cloud. Do you understand? That's something which is standing here near the forest, big rock, mountain. Mountains are not big. Those big things are given a name, mountain. Do you understand that principle? Understand very clearly. A name does not produce anything. That much awareness if you have got, you shall not be losing yourself in scholarship, information. You will be interested more in wisdom, being yourself. And being yourself does not need a name. So again, when these words are revealed, these words are only pointing out all possible dimensions in individual, from the gross to the subtlest. Anoraniyansam anusmaredah kabim puranam anusasitaram anoraniyansam anusmaredyah. Anoho aniyan, subtler than the subtlest, grosser than the grossest. Sukshmat sukshmataram nityam, subtler than the subtlest, absolute. What is that? Cannot describe, cannot talk about. Achintya rupam, nobody can think over. Why? Whatever you think is perceived, heard, tasted, touched, smelt. And those things have become thoughts. Thoughts you are conscious of. You cannot make a thought out of consciousness. Listen carefully. You can make out of a thought of a perception. You can make a thought out of it. Listen, you can make a thought out of the mountain. Understand? You can make a thought out of a mountain because you perceive. It's like painting. You can paint a mountain, paint the space. The moment you prepare a canvas, space is already in it. You can paint a cloud, a sun, mountain, river, animals, everything you can paint. Space. You prepare a canvas, it has gone in. The moment you want to think, consciousness is already there. There is no question of thinking of consciousness. Are you getting that? Are you getting that point, please? The moment you are, the moment you want to think, already you are there as consciousness. There is no question of waiting for a consciousness. Thought, you can wait for a thought. That's a achintya rupa. And that it cannot be thought over is a blessing. Because if it can be thought over, it can be forgotten. Anything that can be thought over can be forgotten. Anything that can be perceived can be dismissed. Yadrusyam tatanasyam. Anything that can be seen, heard, tasted, touched, smelt can be dismissed. So this is something already existing yourself. So all these words are used. When you see this bhuta, the name of the body or the physical universe, Atma, Swabhava, my nature, Brahma, all-pervasive, Adhiyagya, to which everything is sacrificed, Vishnu. Perceptions, memories, everything at the altar of consciousness. Purusha, Purnamanena Sarvamiti, by which everything is filled up. Or Puri Shayanatma, that which is fills up everything, sleeps in the body. Navadware pure dehi naiva kurvanna karayan sukhamaste. And this body, physical body, is lying down. Sukhamaste, happily residing. Naiva kurvanna karana, either doing something, not doing something. So it's everywhere here. If you see this, if this is your understanding, if this is your vision, this is what you see about yourself, you have seen from finite to infinity. Now, in ignorance, you have condemned yourself to a finite identity. Now a religion comes, another wise man comes, so-called wise person comes, and gives you a new identity, another finite identity. What way it is better? The job is to take you beyond all the identity and make you help to see yourself as you are. When you see this, thereafter, where is the death? Where is the death? When you see everything as it is. Where is the death? Looking at the ocean, can you think of the death of a wave? The ocean always playing about. In a body of God, in the creation itself, the whole, when everything is part of the creation, what is the dying? It's a continuous change. A body apparently born like a wave, apparently born, begins, grows, disintegrates. So this born, grows, disintegrates. As consciousness, you remain the same. So such a person, prayana kale, when the last moment comes, what he does? Achalena manasa, with mind not moving. There is no fear. Why the person is afraid? because there is a fear of death. And this fear of death is fundamental. Very fundamental. Every fear you have in life, the fundamental fear is fear of death. Anything. You are afraid of a snake. Why? It will kill you. If you know his fangs are gone, drumstick. If there is no, that green snakes, like drumstick, you should go to snake park. Children, when they go to the snake park, when you go there, they will take like this, in a hand, 5, 10, 20, give it to you. So you can, they will be wriggling all over you, like a drumstick. But average person will look at it. That snake, looks like this. Have you seen that green snakes on the tree and the planets? Somewhere it will be there also. But I have never seen one. But by chance you see, don't worry about it. Because this one will be looking like this, And the villagers believe that it hits your eyes. Nonsense. It doesn't hit nothing. He just stands like that. His body is so crazy, half of the body will stand out of the tree. This much of body will be standing straight like this looking at you. But you can just go catch it like the drumstick and Chinese. There is a festival in Hong Kong, snake festival. Snake festival means for people to eat the snake. It's not festival for snakes. So they go there. In India there is a snake festival, Naga Panchami. They call it the 5th day of a month, known as Naga Panchami. It is given to cobra. And that day cobras are really worshipped. In Maharashtra, near that state, that day all the villagers will go. They look for a cobra, catch them, put them in a pot, bring them, give them milk, release them. That village, nobody has died out of milk. Nobody. Worship, not killing and cutting. Anyway, just think of it. So he just looks at you. Suppose you know his thing is removed. Will you be afraid of it? There is no fear. Why? This doesn't kill me. You are afraid of your boss. Why? Not because he is the boss. He fires me, job is gone. So what? Money is not there. Money is not there, grocery is not there. Grocery is not there, food is not there. Food is not there, death. So why are you afraid of your boss? Not because of this, but because of death. Ultimate. Any time. You are afraid of water. Why? Drown. You are not afraid of water for its own sake. Suppose the water is only this much. You are afraid somebody throws you. No, threw it. But when you throw, you desperately trying to come out, but then you see, you stand up and only this much of water. Will you be afraid? It doesn't matter. Fear. Why there is a fear of death? Because identifying with the body which is asti jayate vardhate viparinamata apakshyate vinasyati iti shadvikarva stula sariram. Body being what it is, born, growing, metamorphosed, diseased, decaying, dying away. As long as born and growing, everybody enjoys. When the decay starts, nobody likes it. Disintegration starts, nobody likes it. Death, everybody hates. Why? With the body, I am existing. Without the body, I am nobody. Afraid. But when your existence is independent of the body, your body becomes a lovely machine, a toy, a companion for some time in the travel. So you enjoy this body, take care of this body. So such a person, what he does, when there is no fear, achalena manasa, with a mind which is achala, imavaya, because there is no fear, anxiety of any kind. Bruvor madhye pranam aveshya samyak, we saw in the morning, keeping your vision focused between your eyebrows, breathing slow, the person passes away. Now, how do you know you are going to die like that? So lucky, lying down on the bed, observing your breathing, being conscious. Yesterday, a call I got from America, some people are, I know they are visiting Bali. Suddenly, the old lady, 75, 76-year-old elderly person, coma, Lakshmi Amma. The family, holiday, now what do? They could not do anything, they have taken to Singapore, now they will bring here. Now, person goes to coma, what do you do? What is the question of Bhruvor Madhye Pranam Avasya Samyag? He is not there. What is the question of between? That is why, before these things happen, you are always in that state. Since always in that stage when you are in, but a coma happens, so what? You are always there already. So it's not that during that time, as I am going to die, I will be sitting now preparing for myself. You are always being yourself. So because of that, whatever happens to body at whatever time, it doesn't make any difference. Because you are yourself. Are you getting that? You are always yourself. Then what happens during that time? It makes no difference. It can happen. Body can get struck just like that. Heart attack, brain, stroke, anything can happen. But you are yourself. That is why Jivan Mukta, Videha Mukta. Living liberated, when the body goes also free. So, but if you are a lucky person and you are in a house, old age, house, bed, oh boy, you are a really lucky person. And what shall you do? Yadaksharam brahma vido vadanti vishanti yadiyatayo vitaragaha yadichanto brahmacharyam charanti tatte padam sangrahena pravakshe. Next two verses also comes, along with it comes. Read that, next two verses, I will connect it up. Sarvadvarani sanyamya Manorudhi nirudhyache Murdhnyadhayatmana pranam Astito yoga dharanam Omit ekaksharam brahma Vyaharan mamanusmaran Yaprayati tyajandehayam Sayati paramam gatim Sarvadvarani sanyamya Manorudhi nirudhyache Murdhnyadhayatmana pranam Astito yoga dharanam Omit ekaksharam brahma Vyaharan mamanusmaran Yaprayati tyajandeham Sayati paramam gatim. So what is that? He shall do that when the param purusham upaiti bhruvor madhye pranam avasya samyak. Last moment, he, with a breathing slow, focus on between the eyebrows. What does he think of? Om etaksharam brahma. Vyaharan mam anusmaran. Vyaharan ucharayan. Om iti ekaksharam brahma ucharayan. Repeating, chanting. Om. Lucky man, eh? Everybody will not die like that, eh? How do you know? Om iti ekakshara mantra. We'll explain. Vyaharan, ucharayan. Then anusmaran. Not only chanting the mantra, but remembering mam anusmaran. That mantra, omkara, reminds the person about myself, Ishvara, which is his own nature. Omkara, already have explained you in refer to Kathopanishad, fine. But now, in this context, you can have a very easy explanation. What is simple explanation, Omkara? Akara, Ukara, Makara. Okay. Waking, dream, deep sleep. Gross, subtle, causal. These are the matra. A, matra, U, matra, matra, waking, dream, deep sleep. Amatra, you start with silence, in between silence, after the Om silence, like Om. Begins with silence, ends with silence. That is Amatra. Consciousness with all the three bodies. So it is completely talking about you. Gross body, subtle body, causal body, myself, Om. Now, same Om also is Ishvara. How? Remember the two Prakritis. What are the two Prakritis? Para Prakriti, Apara Prakriti. What is Apara Prakriti? Panchamabhuta, Bhumirapo, Analo, Vayu, Kham, 5 elements. Mano, Buddhi, Ahankara, Iti, Prakriti, Ashtadha, Itastu, Anyam, Yam, Apara Prakriti, Yam, Apara. This is Apara Prakriti, 8 things. Itastu, Anyam, whatever, Para Prakriti. So that Amatra, the silence before, after, in between the A-Uma, Para Prakriti. The A-Uma, Apara Prakriti. The total gross body, Virat. Total subtle body, Hiranyagarbha. Total ignorance, Maya, Ishvara. So the Om, now one word, see the powerful symbol. One, not even a word, one letter. But the entire universal existence is covered. What a name! That is why Omkara is so powerful. Etat alambanam sreshtam, etat alambanam param. You saw it in the Kathopanishad. Etat alambanam sreshtam, sreshta alambana. The highest, the greatest symbol. Pratika. You understand? Pratika, a symbol. A pratika is what? A symbol points out something. Pratima also is an idol, which stands for the ideal. So Pratima is a pratika, pratika is a pratima. The idol is a symbol. A symbol also is an idol. Idol. Are you getting that? Omkar also is an idol. That is why you are not afraid of idol, afraid of symbol, afraid of anything. Because it helps you to go to the ideal. It takes you beyond the names and forms. Para Prakriti, Apara Prakriti. Why so many things to talk about? 5 elements, Mano, Buddhi, Ahankar, transcendental nature, gross body, subtle body, causal body, consciousness, abba, too many words. Only Yadaksharam, now come back. Yadaksharam Vedavido Vadanti. Yad Aksharam. Aksharam means what? Letter. Aksharam has 2 meanings. Akshara means, Akshara is a letter, alphabet. Akshara means also imperishable. So this little letter, Om, stands for the imperishable. That is why this tradition, Akshara Abhyas. For a child, when you start the child, the letter writing, what is Akshara Abhyasa? We start Akshara Abhyas. Why? You start this practicing writing, you start the writing these letters, Akshara, letters, which ultimately take you to Akshara, the imperishable. So the purpose of starting your learning a language is, learning to speak, learning to think is to ultimately understand the imperishable. So from the day one, when your Akshara Vyasa begins, the goal is set. What? Understand the imperishable, Akshara. How many traditions are this? In this tradition, how many people understand this? If we understand this, we will not be stupid today. The whole world is literally dazzled. Dazzled by the discovery, dazzled by the money, food, pleasures, sound, sight, taste, touch. You see, how much money is spent on all these things? Billions, and nothing wrong. Have the best of the car, best of the house, nothing wrong. But be best of yourself. Have the best of the knowledge. Without it, everything becomes a burden. Everything becomes a burden. It's like the actor is drunk. Think, the actor is drunk, hero's role is given. What a headache. Suppose the average person comes drunk, small fellow acting, he comes drunk. What? Huh? Put him down there, put anybody else. Why? His role is just take the cup and put it there and come back. That much is his role. But suppose the fellow who is the hero of the drama, he gets drunk. Ayyo. Can you get a hero last moment? Finished. Now you are totally drunk and assuming roles. What roles? Prime Minister, Governor, etc., President, Chief Executive, rich, owner of this house, owner of that house. What all roles? Total madcaps. Life is completely getting destroyed. The person must know about himself. Akshara. You start Akshara not to get stuck halfway. This is why Siddhi. You can connect it up. In a Siddhi, when you talk about the Siddhis, they say when you are, like Yoga Sutra will tell you, when you do this practice for such a long time, you can hear from a distance. If you practice something for some time, you can see from a distance. If you do something like that, you can read somebody's mind. If you do something, you can enter into somebody's body. All these things they talk. But ultimately what they say? When these things happen, do not fall a victim of that power. Then you shall be deprived of the moksha, liberation. Today, this world is exactly like that. You start Akshara Abhyas, start studying. Why? So that you can be Akshara, imperishable. But in between, it will give you Siddhis. What? Engineering, medicine, accountancy, PhD, life-saving drugs, best car, lovely food. These are Siddhis. Duradarshan, Durashravan. What is that? Telephone is what? Siddhi. Cell phone is what? Siddhi. Wireless. Now we are lost in the Siddhis. In this generation, we don't have that type of... Are you getting what? You read that small book, Knowable Unknown. Whatever they were doing before, Duradarshan, seeing from a distance, hearing from a distance, Durasravana, Duradarshan, Durashravan, all these things. Today you can do it just with a flick of a switch. See the match going on in Brazil. Watch a game. What game? Man landing on the moon. You are watching simultaneously. Today we are doing it with the machine, with a machine. They were doing it without it. Wireless. Understand? So as they were told, don't fall for the siddhis, because the man may think he is God. Then your liberation will be, you will be prevented from the liberation. That is why Nachiketas, when he was given, what do you want? Ima Rama Saratha Saturya. Take these babies, heavenly damsels. Take these. Whatever you want, heavenly damsels. Saratha Saturya. They will come with their vehicle. You don't have to worry. Abhimat prattavi paricharayasva. And they will do whatever you want them to do. Not suppose they say, I am from the heaven, I will not do it. No, I am a rich man's daughter, I will not. No. Abhimat prattavi paricharayasva. You treat them as you like. But all these things you are giving, suppose I die away. Swayam cha jiva saradhyavad ichchasi. Live as long as you like. Now what more you want? But what Nachiketa says? Api sarvam jivitam alpameva. The longest life also is a very fraction in the timeless existence. And this bhoga you are telling, jarayanti tejaha. It takes away the physical strength. Tavaiva vaha tavanutya gite. Niyevachuga. You keep yourself for all these things, you keep yourself. Nanyad bara Nachiketa brunite. Nachiketas does not want anything other than what happens after death. Liberation. How fantastic mind. What all siddhis can provide you, you are not interested. Please understand these things. Today the whole world must wait, because today we are all like fallen beings, siddhas. I can drive, I can swim, I can sing, I can produce this one, produce that one, I can produce a life-saving drug, so naturally powerful. I can fly a plane. Now the latest one today newspaper has given an example. The latest type of floating ship, you know what they are finding? One straight 58 feet height ship. Huh? You know what type of thing it is? It will not carry passenger or anything. It will be simply floating in the water to underwater studies. But even if 40 feet, 50 feet height water, the waves will come, it will not sink. They are experimenting on it now. A huge, it's a tall thing, very funny shape. What that man will think? Siddha. Now people have sent this. Now astronauts are going towards the space station. They are preparing for the Mars. Imagine, preparing for the Mars. Very soon you may go to another star. Who knows? Because possibilities are enormous possibilities. And when a person discovers, how does he feel? I don't need anybody. What God? What truth? His own death doesn't frighten him. That one day he will come to an end. What is the philosophy? There is nothing. One day it ends, so what? Whole life can you suffer? Emotional trauma, nobody talks about it. In the facade of physical achievement, there is a huge emotional cyclone going inside. Who keeps track of it? We are so dazzled by the person's wealth, person's power and position. Who looks at the person's life? What is he feeling? How lonely he is, how isolated he is, how deprived he feels. Nobody loves him, nobody cares for him or her. Totally lonely. Who cares for that? Literally masked people walking this earth. Inside is something, outside something. But look at the tradition. What it says? Akshara abhyas. Yadaksharo brahmavido vadanti. So from the day you start learning your akara, that day your goal is set. What is that? Infinity. In between anything you can achieve, you may not, who knows. And that is something, Aksharam Veda Vido Vadanti, all the Vedavid. Whoever knows this truth, whoever knows all the scriptures, all of them talk about only one thing. Now come back, Akshara means one letter. What is that? Omkara. Which Yatayaha Vitaraga Vishanti. Which Yatayaha Sannyasinaha, knowledgeable people, striving people, Vitaraga. Vitaraga means Vairagya. Vitaragaha Bigato Rago Yasya. From whom likes and dislikes have dropped out, such people, Vishanti, they go to that Padam, that abode. Abode means the truth. All the ill come now. Yadichanto brahmacharyam charanti, desirous of which brahmacharyam charanti, people take to the life of Gurukula Vasa. They stay, study with a teacher, go on contemplating, Sravana, Manana, Nitidhyasana. They do all these things. Tatte, tat padam te sangrahena pravakshe. That padam, I shall tell you briefly, in a very Tatte's padam sangrahena. Briefly I'll tell you. Brief means the description will be brief, brevity, not at the cost of clarity. It is brief but not unclear. People can be very brief, but the message is not conveyed. Sometimes you can be very elaborate, again message is not conveyed. But here it is brief and clear. Om, one word. Nothing stands apart. Are you getting that? In the Omkar, nothing is left out. The form and the formless, absolute relative, name and the nameless, para-prakriti, apara-prakriti, everything. You name it, it comes in that. Akara, waking and waking universe. Dream, Ukara, dream and the dream universe, subtle. Makara, sleep, ignorance, that whole thing that remains in potential. After that, what? And amatra, the silence before, in between, after consciousness. What is left out? You can say that is a padam. A word, see the play on the word. Padam means a word. Padam also padyate jnayate ananeti padam. It's a word by which everything is known. Padam also abode. So if you use this word, this name, you will reach that abode. When you see the meaning of this word, you are one with yourself. Sangrahena prabhakshi. When you say Sangrahena, you make it really Sangraha. Not that people say, oh, this is the only last point I am going to tell, another 10 minutes. Have you not seen sometimes speakers, total stupid speaker, make you such boring? They say, it's just like North Indian, that music, you know, that going on, this, or that Shastriya Sangita. You thought, ah, why the fellow will be stopping now? Then again he goes up. Oh. I mean, those who are connoisseurs, they enjoy. As children, we suffered. Total suffering. Because you don't understand anything. And the fellow goes, now coming to an end. Oh, again it goes up. What a headache. So like that, some speakers are like that. And the last point is, how many last points? It's not like that. Sangrahena pravakshe omiti. Please, when does he introduce the Omkar? Ah, so cute. When does he introduce Omkar? After telling everything. Talking about the gross, talking about the subtle, talking about the causal, talking about the apara prakriti, then para prakriti, relative roles, transcendent, after everything, then only they introduce you to the word Omkara. But the religious groups, what they do that? Omkara upasana. We are our Omkara meditation. Come, Omkara meditation. What is Omkara meditation? Say Om, 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 and the vibration will vibrate through your stomach and the, what is that? Spinal and everything. Your whole body, inside vibration, outside also vibration. Why don't you put the vibrator, you know that? Yeah. There is a, have you seen vibrator that, you know, when they put that concrete on the top, you should see that. There is a concrete in the top, they'll put that. No, for concreting, have you seen that or no? They'll put that and it is a vibrator. So everybody will be in that building will be shaking like that. Then put that something 4 or 5 vibrator like that. Everybody is now vibrating. What nonsense. But people fall for it. Oh, Swamiji, I was meditating, my whole body became like, what do you think of it? Now what can I say? What can I just think of it? Waste. When you say the word Om, see. Like a capsule. It's like E is equal to mc square. You know that type of formula. No other formula is as potent as this, because it simultaneously describes the gross, subtle, causal, absolute. One. Do you chant like that? That's why when you start chanting itself, listen, as you start the chanting, with what should you be? Before you start. Where are you? With yourself. Oh, you start. Oh, when you start with body, whole physical universe. Oh. Waking dream, remain in sleep. Total causal universe. One little mantra. How powerful. That one. So last moment I say, Om. What is Om now? If you have understood it, you have lived it, you have been aware of it, of course, what else to think of? Oh. Suppose you have a huge Shodasakshari mantra, 16-digit mantra you have to chant. No, Om. That is why Om is the Bija mantra. Om is the Bija mantra. In which every mantra is there. There is a Bija, there is a seed, in which everything is included. If you say Om, you have told everything. You need not chant any other thing. After Om, what? Nothing. After everything, what? Om means everything is included. After that, what? I gave everything to you. That then what shall I give? After I gave everything to you, then what shall I give? After Om, what? Today it is Omkar meditation. Next day it shall be between the eyebrow meditation. Come. What? I mean, it's all jokes. Anyway, if somebody feels comfortable, let them have it. Who are we to talk? But see this. Omiti eka aksharam. Ekam aksharam. Eka aksharam. Eka aksharam. Omiti eka. It is one. Aksharam imperishable. Eka aksharam, one letter. Anyway you can say. Brahma. And that is eka aksharam Brahma. In one word, one letter, which reveals Brahma. Aksharam Brahma Paramam. Vyaharan, Ucharayana, chanting, Anusmana, remembering. Yaha. Deham prajahati, prayati, tyajan deham ya prayati. Giving up the body who travels, who gives up this body with this awareness, sayati paramam gatim. He goes to the supreme goal, meaning paramam gatim, that which is all-pervasive. Paramam, yasmat param na vidyate. After which there is nothing else existing, at all places, all conditions, he is at once there. How? Doing that, then if you understand, that's enough. But suppose you want to take the help of your body, you can do that. Sarvadvarani sanyamya. Sarvadvarani means what? Jnanendriyani, karmendriyani sanyamya. All the sense organs, everything closed, no more perceptions. Manaha rudi niruddhya. Manaha, your mind, rudi, atmani, niruddhya. All thoughts resolved in consciousness. Murdhnya adhaya atmana pranam. Murdhna, this is murdhni. Your pranam, breathing, and slowly, here you say, in this place, you concentrate. Yogic language, they shall say, as though the prana goes through this. That is why some people say this will burst and the blood will start. But suppose it doesn't come, you know what happens? They take the coconut and kapala mukti, they call it. They hit it on the head. so that the goes away. That's our tradition. They heat a coconut on the head. This has to break because jiva has to go. But that is all become superstition. The person who doesn't, are you getting that point? When you relax completely and you think as though everything is you are going out, do that relaxation. Everything goes through. It's not a story. You relax, 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 as though you feel everything, conscious. Then you will feel you're going into a vast space. And again feel as though the whole thing is coming through this feeling of the whole body all over. It's a beautiful upasana. You can do that. One who does it. And of course, that time chants the Omkar. Paramam Gatim. Imagine if such a person has to do so many elaborate things before death, where is the chance? Time for it. Om is enough. Ultimately be yourself. Are you getting that? Ultimately be yourself. That is how give up the body. Not that, bring my son, bring my daughter, bring the dog. Please. Happily pass. Why? You happily lived, happily die. Death is not a problem. The body comes to an end. How long can you role play your role, tell me? After some time it's tiring. As you grow old, you naturally feel like going away. Why? The people around whom you lived, they are slowly dropping out. Your known people are no more there. When you are a child, you are surrounded by your grandfather or grandmother, if you are lucky, not everybody has it. Father, mother, not again everybody is not lucky. Every child doesn't have a father and mother. They have a father and mother, but they are dead. Then your friends, your brothers, your sisters, your people. Imagine, you go to school, so many friends. Go to high school, lesser friends. From the high school, same school, everybody doesn't go. Go to college, high school friends are not there. Go to university, college friends drop out. Go to PhD level, you are only one. Then you keep in touch with your friends with telephone, this, that. After some time, that also stops. Your family begins, you and your wife and your child. Your wife, your husband, your child, finish 2, 3. In between, little bit. Then father dies, mother dies, brothers die. Then you see, the children have their lives. Now you don't have part of a children's lives also. Now you are alone. Then you see, your friends are passing out. Then your companion passes. One has to go, and go and pass. Then what happens? Who is there? Everybody is busy playing their lives. Your children are playing their games. Youngsters are playing their games. Your grandson has no time because electronic gadget he is playing with. He doesn't need you because he has his computer games. Your son has no time for you, your daughter has no time for you because they are all working in office. So you are always sitting like Kotabalagu, like a lamp, like a furniture piece, you are waiting at home. So when they have time, they come to you, hello Papa, hello Grandpa, right. When they have no time, you are ooh. You can't reach them. It is only they can reach you. And they don't have time for you. Why? Because they have to live their life, their dreams. That is the time you feel. Time to go. If they are your pleasure, you shall be a very lonely man. If you are your source of pleasure, your happiness, you are an amazing personality. Happy. They are there, wonderful. Not there, fantastic. Body has to. Ultimately, your companion is you. Body is your companion. With whom you start your journey, with which you continue your journey, with which your journey ends. So who is the best companion for you in the life? your body. That is why keep this fellow nice. Oh, sweet fellow. Don't overeat. Ooh. Okay? And don't spoil it also. Once in a people give hot smoke to the body also. Does the body need that, deserve this hot smoke? Does the body deserve that intoxicating nonsense? Some drinks and what is that? Brandy, whiskey. I don't even know these names. Drugs also, heavily drug. Then cold turkey. You want to drop it, whole body goes crazy. You don't know what to do with it. Who is suffering? Poor body you are torturing. You are getting the pain, but whom are you torturing? Think of it. Body. You live it through. By living, you are liberated. Of course, when the body falls, you are absolutely free. Prayati. So, whole information, so beautiful. Brahma, Atma, Yajna, Bhuta, Karma, and lastly, Prayana Kalecha, Mamanusmara. Smarati, the last moment remembers. Meaning, being with himself. Omkar, any way you like, so many things are given. Be yourself. Having told this, then he says, okay, in order to do that, whole life, all the time, live like this. Read. Ananya cheta satatam yo mam smarati nityashah tasyaham sulabha partha nityayuktasya yoginah. We'll see that tomorrow. Enough of this is so beautiful. I can't talk anymore. Enough. Another 14 verses, 2-3 days are there, we'll finish it. Today is what date? 18th. 19th, 20, 21st, my God, another chapter will be 14. So, relax, enjoy. Please keep this in mind as you pass. Don't eat just because food is there. Satisfied? Enough. Don't, time is there, therefore finish it. Boring. When is it full? Full. Enjoy. Think of this idea, Omkar. Can you rehearse your personal death? Take that idea. Can you rehearse your death? Rehearsal, not like a drama rehearsal. Before you go to the stage to act out your role, how many rehearsals? Can you please rehearse your own death? Do that. Om iti ekaksharam anusmaran. This is how. Pass. You are with yourself. Other thing. When if you see that peace, that absolute bliss with yourself, you shall not complain anything. You shall not miss anything. Why? Nothing matters anymore in life. When you are rehearsing death, about whom you should think? When you are rehearsing death, whom are you going to miss? Oh, my brother is not there sitting by my side to die. My wife, my brother, my husband, my love. And even if there are hundreds of people, can they die for you? You die for yourself. Then Amma was telling me a story. One day, there was a hunter. And this, he had a, he's not a hunter, he's just a farmer, he had nice paddy field, some grain field. So hundreds of people were, hundreds of birds were coming and nibbling, eating. Then he said, as he was going, another person coming, hey, look at these birds. He said, no, we must do something about it. Right. And the birds heard, hey, he's telling we will do something, what shall we do? The leader said, okay, we'll see. When he does something, we'll see what we will do. The next day, again the birds came, again the man is going that way. Oh my God, these birds are still coming. I think we must do something. I'll ask somebody to come and do something. Hey, now he's going to ask somebody to do something. Let's wait. Tomorrow let's come. And again the birds came. Again the fellow coming for a walk. Oh, the birds are saying, my God, they are going to eat. Tomorrow I better do something. Then the birds asked, what shall I do? Don't come. The leader of the birds said, don't come. Why? When he decides that he is going to do something, we are in danger. As long as you are telling others will do something, don't worry. As long as you are blaming others for your weakness, that long will never solve your problem. The day you know you are taking the responsibility, why am I reacting? Why am I getting angry? Why am I forgetting? Why am I doing this? The day you take your responsibility, that day your change begins. Because you have taken the responsibility. God will bless me. My Guru will bless me. So Guru, 10,000. God, I am chanting your name every day 100 times. Why is nothing happening? Nothing will happen. Why? You have to take charge of yourself. The day you take charge, that day every gate opens. Therefore, will you rehearse your death? It will be so nice. Sit down. Last 3-4 verses, think over. How you will die. Lie down. What will happen? You are conscious. Imagine the universe existing, your body disappears. What is death? This body will not be available to see. The same house will be there, the hall will be there, trees will be there, everything will be there, peacocks will be calling. Everything will be there. But one body will be missing from this place. Death. So imagine the universe going on without your body. You be conscious. Consciousness will not be missing. That is your self-aware. Happy existence. Nihilistic, non-existential sort of philosophy which talks of non-existence. That is the one frightens. Oh, sunyam, nothing is there. No, your being. If you want to call it nothingness, choice is yours. Words don't fight with. Your being, always there. Body changes. Close your eyes.